If there's one thing that's changed my life more than anything else, it's raising my standards. The way I move, the way I eat, how I spend my time, all of it. Because the quality of your life is simply the quality of your standards. I don't think people realize it, but if your standards are low, it determines a lot. In this video, I'm going to break down how I raised my standards in recovery to recover from a brain injury. It really helped me and I want to show you how to do the same. When I say raise your standards, I don't mean start acting perfect. I mean stop accepting things that don't match the life you say you want. Standards are levels that are your minimums. The minimum level of effort, health, focus, energy and discipline you're willing to live at. I think being successful requires you to raise your standards. I think most people's standards, including my own, have been based on comfort. In trying to effectively raise my standards, it's required me to do something if I said I'm going to do it. This means training when I say I will, eating how I said I would, and refraining from any distractions. I think this is the difference between wishing for a better life and actually building one. I think I've been really understanding the concept of raising your standards over the past few years in recovery. Before my accident, I didn't really have time to think about what I was doing. I was working 2 jobs and trying to fit a gym session in each day, so I was living life in fast-paced survival mode. I strongly believed that quantity and being busy was progress. But the brain injury caused me to slow down and reflect and methodically plan my recovery. This was the first time I raised my standards because I had a goal that I couldn't bear not reaching. So this involved stop accepting average effort, stop saying tomorrow, and my standard became show up every single day, no matter how you feel. I think having low standards are silent killers because they creep into other areas of your life. You want to start eating better, but you'll have sweets or chocolate just this once. You say you're going to go to the gym, but you scroll for half an hour first. It's very sneaky, but a lot of people don't know this. Every time you lower your standard, you train your brain to accept less from life. Due to my injury in the car accident, I've had a huge fascination in the brain over the past few years, and I feel like more people need to know about how powerful it is at determining behaviour. So here's the 4 steps I'd take to raise my standards. The first thing I do is audit everything. Look at every area of your life, fitness, sleep, habits, relationships, and ask myself, what am I tolerating that doesn't match the person I want to become? The next step is to set minimums, not maximums. So, don't say you'll go to the gym 6 days a week. Say you'll never miss more than 2 days without training. The next step to raise your standards is upgrade your environment. You can't raise your standards if your environment pulls you down. Your environment either fuels you or drains you. If you raise your environment, your standards rise automatically. And the final step to raise your standards is to act like the person who has those standards. This will happen through repetition. I feel like when I raised my standards, everything changed. My physique transformed, my mindset sharpened, and my environment evolved. I think it definitely unlocks a new level of life. I think once you raise your standards, it's important to reinforce it because you want to stop chasing motivation, hit them, and start living by principle. So here's what it can look like in practice. I treat my workouts like meetings I can't miss. You will eat like you're fueling for performance, not your emotions. You speak to yourself with respect because you never talk to someone else the way you talk to yourself. And you don't waste time on habits that don't move you forward. I think raising your standards doesn't mean doing more. It means doing what matters better. So to close this video, I don't think raising your standards is about perfection. I think it's about being proud in who you're becoming, proud in your effort and proud in your direction. You don't raise your standards overnight. You chase them through repetition. You have to do the hard thing when you don't feel like it. You say no to distractions and you set higher expectations and you go ahead and meet them. And then one day you'll realize your quality of life has improved so much, because that's what raising your standards does. It changes who you are. So start today, audit your life, make better decisions, and raise your standards, and watch your life rise with them. Thank you for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video and subscribe to my channel. Peace.
God give me style, God give me grace. God give me style, God give me grace.